Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. I am Shakira and today I am going to present my holiday retreat house at Bukit Tabur, Gombak, Selangor. First of all, I want to apologize for any interruptions happening during my presentation. The proposed site is located at Bukit Tabur at the slope near the lake. From the site, the lake gives a good view of the overall site with wide range of wind directions, and the site itself is surrounded by nature. From the site synthesis, the best view is toward the south, which is facing the lake. A living area plus a foyer, so the view is always towards the lake. Because the direction of the wind is from both sides of the site, I propose a courtyard in the middle of it as a place for cross ventilation and natural lighting. Both the kitchen and the bathroom is at the back of the site as it is a private area. My client is Harith Iskander, who is a famous comedian in Malaysia and also a loving father of 3. The synthesis from him is that he is a family-oriented person who loves modern art and prefers modern architecture style in his homes. Because of this, a proposal of modern architecture style for his retreat house where he can solely spend time with his family. The uses of large openings for natural lighting and natural ventilation is focused on designing the retreat house. The expressions he gives is joy and comfort. For my precedent studies, I studied on the slope house by Ian Su plus Gabriel Rudolphi located at Lake Rapel, Chile with an area of 244 meters square. I studied on the construction used for the house on the slope and the materials it used, which is using timber and steel with large openings around the building. Next, White Villa by Easy Studio located at Goldash, Iran with an area of 160 meters square. The house is a modern architecture house that focuses on using linear lines and geometrical shape. The house focuses on the spaces inside, separating the private and semi-private area in the house. In order to find the possible area for each space needed for the design of our retreat house, I studied on its circulation around the house considering which area is where. For the case studies, I did a research on the topography of the building, the access of light and air into the building. Next, the colors used for a joyful and comforting building design, which is using warm colors. The brighter the color, the more optimistic it will make you feel as yellow, orange and red. Neutral colors are colors that are both comforting and integrated a lot with nature because our site is in nature itself. Lastly, because my client uses a lot of steel and glass in his house design, I studied on metal cladding as the exterior of the building, with timber cladding for facade and decking, using also acoustic materials for acquired homes to increase the comfort in the retreat house for the family. Since all of his children are still young, it will be preferable to use an acoustic material to reduce noise generated both inside and outside the space. The bubble diagram for the proposed retreat house is, I separated both semi-private area and private area, semi-private on the ground floor and private with bedrooms and musola on the first floor. The courtyard in the middle acts as a radial point to other spaces. Using radial organization, the floor plan is separated into multiple spaces connected by the courtyard in the middle. The design concept for the retreat house is derived from the site synthesis and the expressions I get from my client, which is the idea of the Tetris block. From the site, an axis line of the best view and the wind directions help me organize the spaces on the site to get the form of the building, which represents a Tetris block, the block recession and addition at the site. The Tetris block is also a childhood memory of everyone that gives a feeling of joy, and with the idea of the Tetris and my client's interest in modern architecture. I used the linear lines and geometrical shape of the block as my initial design for the retreat house. The living area acts as a place for the family to get together facing the outside with an addition of a deck as to do an outdoor activity with the family, such as doing barbecue together or any family activities, with all of this facing the lake. Finally, here's a conceptual development of my design, starting from a line into a 3D form of the initial design ideas. Thank you.